the Nerdy Silhouette, and I wish to welcome you back to Dream Daddy. So, in the last video, we went on a date with Joseph. Joseph was outstandingly, surprisingly, not as bad as I thought. I mean, the only thing that was kind of awkward was his, spiffs with Mary, but, I mean, he's really good with his kids, and he makes his kids happy, and, he's definitely winning me over right now. Joseph is definitely winning me over right now. But there's still a chance Hugo could be like, hey, no, me, please, please. So let's go on our second date with Hugo, and we're going to see, we're going to see where this goes. Because there's still a chance that Hugo could win me over. And there's still a chance I could completely ruin it all and not, I might just end up going with Joseph, who knows? I should take Hugo up on his offer to hang out. I had a lot of fun with him at the aquarium. I type out a message to him on Dad Book. Hey, still want a cheese board? Hugo responds within a few minutes. Colin is still being a Colin is being a shithead. He won't stop sending the same picture of Jackie Chan in a mesh shirt to the printer, and it's a nice picture, but it's wasting all my paper. Oops, sorry, meant to send that to another teacher. But seriously, he's insufferable. There's pictures of Jackie Chan everywhere. I type back. Save a couple for me. My Jackie Chan scrapbook is a little light on content, and I think this would really round it out. I stand up from the computer and stretch. Ha! Let me get back to you after class. Cool. Well, guess there's only one thing to do now. Dad nap. I hop on the couch and turn on some Antiques Road Warrior for background noise. I got this ornate cabinet from a yard sale for $5 in 1982. To be told that it was once belonged to a Confederate general is a huge surprise. It will feed my tribe for weeks. I really like the way the appraiser's voice echoes through the mouthpiece of his leather armor / bondage gear. Maybe this is that ASMR thing Amanda keeps telling me about. I drift off to sleep. Well, I'm jolted awake by a Dad Book message from Hugo. Hey, sorry about that. Colin's in the principal's office now. He says he knows Jackie Chan personally, and that Jackie Chan won't be happy to hear about this. I fumble out a reply. Oh, I get off in a little while, and I continue to be very serious about the cheese boards. Yeah, so am I. Hugo and I work out the details, and I'm all set to meet him in a few hours. I used to love, Jackie Chan, back when they had his, television show. It wasn't even, a television show that involved, he did voice acting for it, but it was, his, Jackie Chan Adventures. That was a really old, television show back when I was a kid, and it was great. I loved it. Amanda walks in the door just as I'm about to leave. What's up, Buttercup? Mm-hmm. Just getting home from school. Where are you going? Oh, I have a meeting with the board. The board? A cheese board is kind of what I meant. I'm getting cheese with your teacher. Will you be able to fend for yourself until dinner time? Yeah, I'll live. But only if you could talk to him into going easy on me for the final. Sorry, buddy. That ball's in your court. What's in my court, you ask? Just a variety of delicious cheeses, meats, and their accompanying crackers. Maybe some olives. Little bit of fig jam. Aww. Yeah, I get it. You're excited about the cheese. Sweetie, you'll get it one day, but now I gotta see a man about some manchango. Just please leave. I walk into a quiet French diner, and Hugo waves me down to a booth in the corner. He looks pretty tired. Long day? Every day is a long day when you teach middle schoolers. Well, yeah, I can see that. Colin started a gambling ring. The pictures of Jackie Chan were just a cover. He's bartering in those little rubber band bracelets that are also shapes. Silly bands. Is that the one that parents think means sex stuff? Those ones, yeah. But the reports are just the sensationalist news media capitalizing on the fear of suburban parents, as usual.
I don't know.
At least, I hope. Yikes.
Ah.
Right now I'm very ready for some fine wine and some delicious cheese. I mean, same Hugo. A waitress stops by and takes our order for the biggest cheese plate you have. For the love of God, just please put the cheese in my mouth, and recommends us some wine. Do you two want a scorecard for trivia? There's trivia? Yep, we're starting in a few minutes. Pretty much everyone here is playing.
Yes.
We'd love to play. Right, Thomas? Yeah, sure. The waitress hands us a scorecard and a few pencils before leaving. I might not be much help here. I'm not very good at being smart, I guess. Come on, I doubt it'll be too hard. Thomas! I turn to see Matt and Brian here with their daughters, looking like they're ready for trivia. They come up to our table and greet us. Hey guys, you're all here for the old question and answers game?
Oh.
Yep. We come here every week, but Brian and Daisy carry the team. Carmencita and I are just here for the cheese. Provolone 2, lost in New York, have been reigning champions for the last month. Home Alone, Provolone. I see the reference there. I didn't like that movie, though. It wasn't really that good, in my opinion. But I mean, it was better than, like, Home Alone 3 and 4. Those weren't the same. Man, Brian's great at trivia, too? That raises the stakes. Great name, though. Solid team name. That's Carmencita's claim to fame. It hurts me how good I am at puns. Well, like father, like daughter. Like father, like daughter.
Oh.
You guys gonna try and give us a run for our money? We'll see what we can do. I want to say I will destroy you. Because Brian's here, and I want to get competitive. I will raise your homesteads and burn your crops, salting the earth in my wake. You'll look up at the sky and ask for an uncaring God. Why you have been forsaken. You will hear nothing in return.
Oh no.
Are we still talking about trivia? So he doesn't like that answer? He doesn't like being competitive? Aw, Hugo. I don't know, Brian. Are we? We'll have to think up of a good team name, but I think this will be fun. Good luck! Brian, Matt, and their daughters head back to their table. Well, I guess we need a name. Got any good ideas? Easy, breezy, beautiful. Harvati, like it's 1999. Real monsters! Craigslist, Swiss connections. Let's go easy, breezy, beautiful, because that's what we are. We're easy, we're breezy, and we're beautiful. Easy, breezy, beautiful? That'll do just nicely. The waitress comes by with our cheese board, and we revel in its glory. Already I see a picture of cheddar with my name on it. A piece of cheddar with my name on it. I pair it with some strawberry preserves and slide into dairy-induced ecstasy. I mean, same. There's such a fine variety of cheese and charcuterie. I have no idea what that says. That I'm positively overwhelmed. A quick dip into the seasoned nuts? A slice of savory yet salty Gouda? Or perhaps a focaccia crisp topped with honey and goat cheese. I'm so happy. Hugo raises his glasses at me.
Yes.
Cheers to cheese. Hey. A middle-aged man in a backwards baseball cap, sunglasses, and cargo shorts jogs out of the back with the frenetic energy of a radio DJ. Who wears sunglasses indoors? Okay. trying to think of what I should give this guy's voice. Everybody ready for some trivia? That's just gonna get annoying, but oh well. The restaurant cheers. Oh man, looks like everyone's really into this. That's what I like to hear. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Quizmaster Quinn. My name's actually Richard. I just like alliteration. More cheers. I see some of you brought your children here tonight. That's cool. My children won't speak to me. His face says it all. I'm just joking around. Quizmaster Quinn, humor. It's actually my wife that won't speak to me. She doesn't want kids. Let's get into some questions. The first category is literature. Oh, Hugo, this is like totally your, thing. Excellent. You know who loved literature? My dead father. I looked up to him so much. Quizmaster Quinn's got a little bit of issue, doesn't he? More jokes. Classic Quizmaster quips. I thought your name was Quinn. I'm just trying to keep it light here, folks. Just like I thought my wife was the light of my life. He's really got some issues. Hugo, you got this literature stuff, right?
Oh.
Does Franz Kafka have an irrational fear of one day waking up as a large, grotesque, insect-like creature? Yes, I think. This is a continent that encompasses the realms of Gondor, Rohan, Mordor, and the Thorian. Other notable sites include Isengard and Mirkwood and Rivendell. What is the Elvish name for this continent? Is there a reference that's like completely going over my head? Isengard sounds really familiar. But it doesn't, there's no light bulb going off. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by the toe. If you hollers, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Wrong answer.
Who is the writer that created Tarzan and John Carter of Mars? Tarzan. Edgar, right? I think? Edgar.
Correct.
Yay! Edmund Dates is better known as this man. Edmund Dates? H.G. Wells, Dante. Hugo, you should be answering these. You know this way better. The Count.
Correct.
Woo! This quizmaster walks around the room. I think he's doing crowd work. He stops by mine and Hugo's table. Whoa, nice cheese place you got there. Thank you? I think. How's the cheese tasting, big guy? Are you talking to me or Hugo? Good. Haha, great. Cheese used to be my favorite food, but I developed a lactose intolerance later in life. Why are you proud of that? I mean, it's not like you could help it. And I mean, one of my roommates, Howling, she's kind of got lactose intolerant, and that doesn't stop her. I mean, all three of us would down a mozzarella ball in like minutes. I'm sorry to hear that. I also developed clinical depression. Dude, Quinn, what the heck? Oh. But people don't tell you to just get over your lactose intolerance, right? Nobody's like, have you tried exercising to get rid of that deliberating dairy allergy? Or you just need to choose to not let your throat close up when you eat brie. I mean, I get what you're saying, because a lot of people who are, like, sad, they're just like, just be happy, just be happy. It's not really that easy. And I kind of see, comparing it to lactose intolerance, it's a condition. You can't get over it. Nobody asks you to get over it. So it kind of makes sense. That's kind of cool, actually. It's awkward, though. Anything? Does that scan? I'm trying to workshop my routine here. Quizmaster Quinn wanders off to another table. Who wants to start the next round? More cheers from the audience. The next round is cinema. Oh man, I love movies. Sometimes I'll retreat into them for days on end. Because obsessing over a fictional universe is easier than engaging with my real emotions and problems. Dude, Quizmaster Quinn, you need to come up with some better material, because I get that you're hurting and stuff, but you don't need to be throwing your personal problems at everyone else. Frodo Baggins, am I right? Is he okay?
Oh no.
I think it's just his character? I hope. How's your cinema?
Hey.
Spotty. I don't know a lot about movies, but if there's, any questions about bad horror movies, I can be of service. That's an interesting one.
Oh.
It's a bit of a guilty pleasure, I guess. In Return of the Jedi, what does Luke ask Leia if she remembers? So, I've never actually watched any of the Star Wars films. It's kind of I'm not really nerdy, I guess you could say, in that aspect. I was just never really interested in it. I did watch the very first one of this movie series in school, and I kind of wanted to watch the rest of them, but I never really got around to it. But if I understand Leia and Luke's relationship, it was either a promise that she asked him to remember, or it was their mother, because I know they're siblings. Their father, Darth Vader, I am your father kind of thing, but no. I'm going to say their mother, because that's the one thing I don't remember any references for.
Correct.
Oh, cool. What entertainer makes a fourth wall breaking appearance in the film Gremlins 2? Oh, I didn't see this one either. Charlie Sheen, Hulk Hogan, Emilio Estevez, or Boy George? I know Charlie Sheen, I know Hulk Hogan, I don't know the other two. So I'm just gonna pick Hulk Hogan because he's funny, or he's awesome.
Correct.
Oh, cool. Which of these 80 horror movie does not feature an Indian burial ground as part of its setting? Is that supposed to say does? Does Quizmaster Quinn have a literature issue or grammar issue? It should be does, I believe. Which of these 80s horror movies does not feature? Okay, yeah, it's supposed to be a does. I don't really watch horror either. Horror is definitely not a thing that I do. The first thing of horror that I've ever kind of actually done is, recently Doki Doki, and I had to have Howling and Mystic kind of sit down and play with me because I was too kind of anxious to do so. So, Pet Cemetery definitely sounds like burial ground. But I highly doubt it's Indian burial ground. It's more like a pet cemetery.
No.
Oh, no, I was wrong. Seems like we're doing pretty well, but we're neck and neck with Brian and Matt's team. Those guys are pros. We did get a few questions right. I look over at their table and give them a friendly but competitive nod. I lock eyes with Brian. He gets a much sterner nod. And the next category is wrestling. Okay, we're totally boned. Hugo grabs my arm.
Oh.
Wait, I got this. Huh? Man, you know who I would want to wrestle with? Literally anyone. I crave human interaction. Please put me in a chokehold. Please. It has been so long since I've been held. Quizmaster Quinn, you do kind of look like one of those guys who's desperate for attention. I just realized you could hear people in the background. It's actually kind of cool. I can only process my emotions by making jokes out of them. Oh, that explains everything this night. I can tell. Let's start this quiz. Remember that this is the lightning round. The first people to answer get the points. I look over to Hugo. He's focused. He's in it to win it. Question 1. This was the original name of Stone Cold Steve Austin in his debut for the WWE. Hugo's hand shoots up. Yes, the enthusiastic one over there. Steve Austin debuted as the ringmaster.
Oh.
Correct.
That is correct. Points to Easy Breezy Beautiful.
Oh.
Next question. This city was the location of the first ever WrestleMania.
Oh.
Hugo's hand shoots up again. Yes, the one who looks like he has known the answer for his entire life. The first WrestleMania was held in New York at Madison Square Garden in 1985. Wow, Hugo, you really know your stuff. Aren't you a literature teacher too? Like, why couldn't you help me out in the literature section of the questions?
Correct.
Another correct answer for Easy Breezy Beautiful! Hugo's destroying these questions. He's so passionate about this. I mean, we all have our guilty pleasures. I've never seen him act like this before. It's actually kind of hot. Oh, a tough one. This title match went down in history for the shortest match at WrestleMania to date. Hugo jumps up, more excited than I've ever seen him. Chavo versus Kane.
Incorrect.
Oh, sorry, Bucko, but that is incorrect. The answer is actually Daniel Bryan versus Sheamus at WrestleMania 28.
I'm not angry. I'm
No.
just disappointed.
Oh, Hugo. No, that's absolutely wrong. The real record is Chavo Guerrero versus Kane. WrestleMania 24, March 30th, 2008. Kane took down Chavo with one chokeslam and pinned him for the 3 count. I will not stand for this travesty. Hey man, I'm just reading from the card here. I don't actually write these. Well, you're still wrong. What are you, my ex-wife? The crowd erupts in laughter. Hugo blushes. He retreats back into his chair. Oh, Hugo. Fine. Wow. Hugo seemed really fired up about that. Where did he get this encyclopedic knowledge of wrestling? How do you know so much about wrestling?
I don't know.
Oh, I, just pick stuff up? That sounds suspect. But it seems like he doesn't want to talk about it. I turned my attention back to the quizmaster. I mean, Hugo, if you like wrestling and you follow wrestling to, like a religion, that's fine. I mean, we all do that to, like, things we like.
Oh.
Alright. Looks like we're down to the final category, and it's a close one between Provolone 2, Lost in New York. Brian and Matt high five. And Easy Breezy Beautiful. Hugo and I high five. We look over at Brian and Matt, Carmencita and Daisy, all playfully giving us thumbs down and sticking their tongues out. Nah. I eat a big chunk of cheddar without breaking eye contact to show them just how serious I am. Oh, hiccup. The final category is cool animals. I could do that, I think. I mean, I do kind of know a lot about animals, and me, myself, like, studying to be a vet, I should kind of hope that I would understand some of these. Animals, huh? I could never take care of another living thing. Hell, I could barely take care of myself. I'm falling apart. Anyway, here's the questions. The Canary Islands were named after what kind of animal? The Canary Isles? Canary? Aren't they birds? But I mean, it is an island, too. So maybe it's a fish. Let's go with fish.
Wrong.
Maybe it was birds. What is the last animal that appears in the dictionary? This one. It's ZY, and dictionaries are alphabetical.
Correct.
What mammal has the thickest concentration of fur in nature? Beaver, platypus, polar... I want to say the otter, because otters, aren't they technically waterproof? Like, the water literally, like, slides off their furs. Polar bears need a lot of fur because they're, warm. most of the, like, they have to be warm in the Arctic, like, territories that they live in. But I think otters are more concentrated. Otters.
Correctamundo.
Woohoo! Alright, I'm gonna come around and collect your scorecards, and we'll see who came up on top. Remember, the winning team gets a $25 gift card to Phil's Auto Care. If you need a car part, Phil will fulfill all your needs. Everyone oohs and ahs. God, I want that gift card. The quizmaster goes in the back to tally up the score. I pick out what's left of our cheese plate. There's a bit of brie here that tastes absolutely divine on a cracker with just a little bit of honey and dried apricot.
Ah.
So, what are your plans after our big win? I'll probably retire, take Amanda somewhere tropical, drink something out of a coconut. Always wanted to do that. What about you? Well, how about pay for Amanda's school? I know we're just joking here, but like, take Amanda somewhere tropical? Might as well just give her school money. Probably take my winning to Colin's gambling ring. Bet it all on black. Walk out of there with more rubber bands in the shape of animals than I know what to do with. Bold, but I like your style. I remember when silly bands were a thing. They were weird.
Ah.
You want the last piece of Harvati? Nah, that's all you. You definitely earned it. After a couple of minutes, the quizmaster jogs back into the room. Everyone immediately quiets down, waiting with bated breath for the results. Who will win the coveted gift card? I really hope it's us. Hey, everybody, we've got a great night. Lots of goofs, lots of laughs, a little bit of light crying in the back, but that's neither here nor there. It was a close game, but the winner of tonight's trivia contest is... Were you crying in the back, Quizmaster Quinn? And oh my gosh, I hope it's us, Hugo. Easy breezy beautiful! Come on down and get your gift card for Phil's Auto Care, where Phil Nominal Service is. God, I just can't do this anymore. Just take the gift card. I motion for Hugo to go get the gift card, and he shyly slinks out of the booth to grab it. He pauses for a moment and gives me, the quizmaster, a hug with a few pats on the back. The quizmaster sobs, just a little. Oh, Quinn. Whoa, what was that? Hugo makes a victory lap to our table and gives me a high five. Easy breezy beautiful is unstoppable. Easy breezy beautiful is great. May easy breezy beautiful reign for 1,000 years. Hey, great work, guys. You guys did awesome. We'll be seeing you, easy breezy beautiful, again next week. I look over at Hugo, who smiles. Maybe so. We make a pretty good team, huh, Hugo?
Oh.
Hugo blushes. Cute. Aw, he's blushing. It's so cute. Hugo and I walk back toward our cul-de-sac, basking in the glow of our win and nursing our cheese-filled bellies. Man, we crushed it in there.
Hey.
Finally, enduring the screams of young children for years on end is paid off. I will take my half of this gift card and use it to purchase many, many air fresheners for my car, which Ernest refuses to stop vaping in. I think I'll use my half to buy at least 2 tire pressure gauges to place in different parts of my garage. You never know when you're gonna need one, and I prefer to have them within arm's reach. A fine plan. Shame about that one wrestling question, though.
Oh.
I'm not kidding. I plan to write a strongly worded letter to whoever employed that man. Come on, there's gotta be a story there. What do you mean? You didn't even stop to think. You pulled that wrestling knowledge out like you were there at the ring yourself. Oh, it's just stuff I know. Hugo, were you a wrestler? I'm gonna ask. Hugo, I figured you'd be better at lying after dealing with every kid in school for as long as you have. It's embarrassing. Oh, I don't want to, push it, but I'm going to ask him again. You know what's actually embarrassing? Not being to explain basic algebra to your daughter. You know what's definitely not embarrassing? Knowing stuff about wrestling. Hugo sighs. Oh, he's going to tell us.
Oh, no.
All right. Ooh. If you really want to know, just follow me. Oh, cool. We're gonna go. Are we gonna go to his house? Yeah. Hugo leads me to his house at the edge of the cul-de-sac. We step inside, and his house is exactly what I expected it to be. Neat and filled to the bottom with books and art. Welcome to my home. Sorry it's so messy. His house is actually spotless. I follow him down a hallway. What are we doing? Well, usually when people come into the house, it's like a typical thing to be like, sorry, it's messy, but it's not really messy. Hugo opens the door and ushers me inside. It's pitch black. He closes the door behind us. Ooh. Are you going to practice some wrestling moves on me, Hugo? Hugo flips the switch and I finally understand. Curio cabinets packed with in-box wrestling action figures line the walls, along with posters, cardboard cutouts and every piece of wrestling memorabilia imaginable. A giant widescreen TV sits on a decked-out media stand. I'm speechless. I look over at Hugo, who's hovering by the door, doing everything to avoid eye contact. This is really embarrassing. But dude, this is like the coolest thing I've ever seen. I mean, I've got a lot of knickknacks and stuff. I mean, a lot of knickknacks. Are you kidding? Look at all of this stuff. This must have taken you forever to collect. Can I touch this? Go ahead. I pick up one of his replica championship belts and I toss it over my shoulder. Do you smell what I'm cooking?
Oh.
I think the line is, it's meatballs. Sorry, I don't watch a lot of wrestling. I just think it's cool how passionate you are about this. Oh, yeah, I really, really like wrestling. He's blushing so hard right now. It's adorable. Hugo, you brought me the wrong kind of pizza rolls again. Looks like Ernest just got home. He's yelling in from the hallway. And he calls you Hugo? Jeez, he's your son. I can see Hugo immediately deflate. I told you, those pizza rolls have less sodium. I want you to be healthy, son. Ernest comes into Hugo's wrestling room and looks around with disgust. He notices me and scoffs. I thought nobody was allowed in your precious wrestling room. I never said that. I just said you're not allowed to take the action figures out of their boxes and pose them so that they're having sex with each other. Ernest, oh my goodness. Ernest gets flustered. Yeah, well, whatever. I'm gonna go throw eggs at stuff. Have fun with your stupid wrestling crap. Ernest leaves. Then a moment later pops in his head back in the room. Then a moment later pops his head back in the room. And your stupid friend? Ernest storms back out of the room. I hear a door slam. Hugo warily runs his hand through his hair.
I don't know.
Sorry about that. I'm sorry that I have to keep apologizing about him. It's just he's going through a phase, I guess. I try so hard to impress him, but it's obvious that no matter what I do, he hates me. Ernest has a thing against authority figures, and I don't get much more authoritative than a teacher dad. My ex, he gets to be the fun weekend dad, and I'm just Hugo, who makes Ernest eat his vegetables and turn his homework in on time. So Ernest's dad, Hugo. So Ernest has two dads as well? I mean, Craig was the only one who was confirmed with Smash. There was Craig and Smashley, and then there's Joseph and Mary, and Hugo has a ex, which is also a dad. So that's kind of cool. So Hugo is not one of those guys that I just come on to. Like, I don't know about Robert. I don't know anything about Robert. And, I don't know if Ernest was, like, adopted, or if there was a lady involved, but, who knows. Hey, you love him, and you're looking out for his best interests. Take it from one dad to another. Someday he'll come to appreciate you. Maybe not someday soon, but someday. I hope so.
Oh.
Thanks for letting me vent. Hugo glances at his watch. Suppose it's getting kinda late. Let's do trivia again sometime soon. I would absolutely love to. I start to leave. And hey, thanks for showing me your wrestling stuff. Maybe you could tell me some more about it next time. Hugo smiles. That would be amazing. I'll catch you around. It only takes me a minute to walk back home. Amanda's sitting on the couch, reading a book about female photographers. Wow, I thought you didn't like reading.
Oh.
I don't. This book is all pictures.
Oh.
And even then, my patience is being tried.
Oh.
Did you get to eat all the cheese your little heart desired? I am a happy little cheese monster. But I made sure to leave the room for dinner. Who wants breakfast for dinner? Hash browns! Okay. Toast dipped in egg? Alright. Blueberry pancakes! Well, only if you help me make them. You know, I'm the world's best blueberry sprinkler. And also, totally amazing to heat up at... totally amazing at heating up maple syrup in the microwave. Now tell me about that cheese board. Amanda and I spend the evening cooking an elaborate breakfast with everything we could find inside of the fridge, which isn't much. I tell her all about the trivia and leave out the parts about Hugo being into wrestling. I figure she would probably find some nefarious way to use that information for a better grade. Date complete. Colin. Boom!
I'm JK rolling with delight.
Oh, sweet manchego. Well, it's been a long day. I'm just about ready to pack it in. After a few bites of ice cream from the freezer, I turn off all the lights and walk down the hall to my room. I wonder if Amanda's still awake. That kid needs some sleep. As I pass her room, I hear a little faint sound. I can't quite make out what it is. I get a little closer. Is she crying? I knock gently on the door. Hey, Amanda? The crying immediately stops. Not right now. Her voice sounds strange. She sniffles. I need to make sure she's okay. I open the door. In the dark, I can see Amanda's outline in the middle of her bed, knees hugged up against her body. Oh, Amanda. Is everything okay? I don't want to talk about it. I'm going to push it one more time, and then if she doesn't want to answer, I'll just leave her alone. Because if she doesn't want to talk about it, she doesn't want to talk about it. But as a dad, I need to know. Did something happen? No, nothing happened. Now go away. Leave her alone. All right, I'll leave you be. I back out of the room and close the door gently behind me. She immediately starts crying again. Amanda. Wow. I have no idea what has her so upset. She seemed totally normal. Is it because I'm dating her teacher? I feel awful just leaving her to cry. But I also get the feeling that if I tried to do anything else, it would only have made her more upset. I can't stop mentally cycling through all sorts of awful things that she could be dealing with right now. More than anything, I just want her to be happy and safe. I have a hard time falling asleep, but when I finally do, I'm still thinking about Amanda. After a long night of very little sleep, I roll out of bed and make myself a pot of coffee. Amanda should be up for school soon. Maybe she'll be willing to talk about whatever's bothering her. About 10 minutes before she's supposed to leave, Amanda comes out of her room and makes a beeline for the freezer. Morning, Amanda. Morning. She drops a frozen waffle into the toaster and slams the freezer door. She won't look at me. Yikes. So, anything big going on at school today? No. Okay. Do you need a ride to school? No. Want some coffee? Amanda pulls the toaster lever up and takes her still freezer-burned waffle out before it's finished cooking. I have to go. Amanda picks up her bag and storms out. Oh, okay. I haven't seen her act like this in a long time. It's usually short-lived, but it always hurts. Hopefully this blows over and things are back to normal soon. I sit back at the kitchen table and look at a picture of Amanda and I hanging on the wall. In it, I'm teaching her to ride a bike. Her face is a mixture of excitement and pure. Unalterated fear. I remember how determined she was. Well, she's still determined. Every time she would fall off and scrape her knees, she would get up and try it again. Finally, I had to stop her because she was bleeding everywhere. Then she started to cry because she didn't think she needed bandages and I wanted to keep trying. As I put the bike away, she just stood in the middle of the street and screamed. Then I took her for ice cream, and it was like nothing even happened. After giving it a bit of thought, I decided that if I force her to talk about it, I'm only going to make things worse. But I have an idea. I start rummaging around for ingredients. I hear Amanda walk in the door. Instead of heading for the kitchen like she usually does, she makes a beeline to her room. She's clearly trying to avoid me. Hey, Pumpkin? What? Can you come here for a sec? There's a moment of silence. Yeah. I wanted to say sorry about last night. I'm just worried about you, kiddo. I get scared when I know something's wrong, and I get even more scared when I feel like I can't do anything about it. Dad, So just, whatever it is, you don't have to tell me if you don't want to. But whatever it is, just know that you have a dad in your corner who wants you to be happy. Honey, you know I'm bad with words, so I was hoping I could speak a language we both understand. I pull a cake out of the refrigerator and place it on the table. Hopefully the frosting is set by now. Ta-da! Dad. It took me a really long time because I ran out of red frosting somewhere around sad, and I had to start over and... Oh, the cake is so cute. Sorry you're sad, but I support you 100%. This is beautiful. Look at her eyes. Her eyes are so puffy, but you could tell that she's like, It's strawberry. Amanda gives me a big ol' hug. I grab some plates and forks and serve us up some delicious cake. So, it's really stupid. What is? The whole thing. I know I've been really weird lately, and there's just... I don't even know how to explain it. I feel like I might have to make you a chart. I'm listening. Do you want me to take notes? I guess I should start from the top. So, you know how Emma R's going to that fancy art school in California, right? Emma R. The best friend.
Hey!
You got it! Wow, proud of you. Anyway, ever since she got that acceptance letter, I've been feeling like she's drifting away, you know? And she's been spending a lot of time with Grace and Emma P. I just thought it was all in my head for a while, but then I found out from Rosie M. that both of the Emmas, Grace, and Noah all went to a party at Mackenzie F's on the same night they all told me they were busy studying for the Calc AB final. Yikes. So, another important piece of information is, God, this is embarrassing. I, have a crush on Noah, and, That's a thing. What? Well, I had no idea. I definitely didn't know that, okay. You're a bad liar. So are you. I learned from the worst.
Oh, no.
Anyway, so the only person I told about the crush was Emma R., and she promised not to tell anybody. I didn't confront them about the party thing because I didn't want to start drama. So I just kind of kept quiet and kept going about on my business. Amanda sighs. And the one day I invite everyone out to get nachos at the mall, and after not texting me back for like 2 hours, even though none of them ever put their phones down for more than 60 seconds, they all say they're busy, like simultaneously. So I tell them, never mind, I'll just eat nachos at home, right? But we were out of chips, and I really wanted nachos. Totally understandable.
Dad.
So I go to the mall anyway. I get to the food court, and who I see there but Grace, Emma P., Emma R., and Noah, all hanging out together and eating nachos. Without me. What? It gets better. I'm standing by the escalators watching them, and I realize that Noah has his arm around Emma R., which is kind of weird, right? But then they kiss. No. Yes, I know. So I storm over there, and I'm like, hey! And Grace drops a nacho on her shirt because of course she does, and Emma R. just like glares at me. Grace. Nothing is coming up. I don't know who that is. Grace is the, gossipy one? I know! Grace is the one nobody really likes. Or I guess that's me now. But anyway, nobody will say anything, and I'm just like, you guys suck. Which I realize is not the most eloquent thing to say, but I was very angry and really embarrassed, and I just wanted to get out of there. So I left, without nachos, might I add, which only further contributed to this shitty day, and immediately drafted a super long text to the group chat asking them why they've been so weird. And I wrote another one to Emma R. asking how long the Noah thing's been going on, and, sorry, I know that's a lot. You still following? What did Emma R. say? Oh, okay, get a load of this. Emma R. says, you know what? Let me just read it to you. Amanda pulls out her phone and reads, word for word, an arduously long string of text messages. Can you believe that? I can't. I care so much about Amanda's social life and mental well-being, but man, do I not understand what she's talking. That's not what I meant. I mean, like, the whole, like, I can't believe Emma would do that kind of thing. Not the whole, like, I have no idea what she's talking about thing. This is all beyond me, and I'm trying my hardest to be supportive. They were dating in secret for, like, months. So I told her that she's being a really terrible friend, and she's like, well, if you think I'm so terrible, then you should stop being my friend. And I was like, okay. And then she left me on read. And then, wait, left me on read. What's that? Oh, like, she saw my message and didn't reply. And I know that because there are read receipts. I don't know what read receipts are, but I'm gonna nod and pretend I understand. Gotcha. So while this is all happening, I'm talking to Emma P. about how mad I am because she's at least being kind of responsible, and I'm venting to her about how pissed I am at everybody and stuff. And then out of nowhere, Noah texts me and is like, how could you say that about me? And I'm like, say what about you? And he tells me that Emma P. sent screenshots of everything I told her to the group chat that I got kicked out of. Alright, I think you lost me at screenshots, but that definitely sounds bad. There's so much more, but honestly, it's all just really stupid teenager stuff. The bottom line is that everybody dropped me, half of my grade hates me, and now I have no friends. Amanda, I'm so sorry. I almost expected it from everybody else, but Emma R.'s been there since Dad died. I can't believe she would just stab me in the back like that. Which is why I said I cannot believe it. But apparently I don't believe anything. I'm not even that mad that she's dating Noah. I'm just upset that she lied to me about it for so long. Amanda stabs at the remnants of her cake. Okay, I take it back. I'm kind of mad that she's dating Noah. Like, what did I do wrong? Why did everybody just suddenly decide I'm not cool anymore? Why wasn't I enough? I don't understand. And as mad as I am at everybody, like, I miss him, Dad. Amanda looks so dejected. I almost can't take it. What could I possibly say to help? Anyways, that's it. That's the whole sordid tale. Thanks for listening. Tune in next week for more hot gossip. I love how you still have your humor. Wow. I know, it's pretty dumb. It's not dumb. No, it's a stupid thing to be upset over. No, it's not. Amanda, your feelings are real. Don't ever be mad at yourself for having feelings. I guess. Unless you've secretly been a robot who's been approximating human feelings this whole time. Dad, if I was a robot, I would have transformed into a monster truck a long, long time ago. But seriously, I know you probably don't want advice, but I feel like it's my duty as a dad to bestow upon you a few nuggets of fatherly wisdom. Am I giving her nuggets of wisdom? Like a kindergarten reference? I do want to tell her that high school sucks, but a lot of good memories could be made in high school as well. Real friends don't do that to her. Yeah. But again, not all friendships last forever. These are all really good, pieces of advice, but I think this is the most important one. People are going to come in and out of your life. It's just like how it works. Not every friendship is going to last forever, so cherish your friends while you have them. And when it's over, don't dwell so much on the bad stuff. You had some good times with Emma R., but you guys grew apart. Learn from it and keep moving forward. There are so many new friends to make, and they're going to be much cooler than Emma R. and the rest. Ultimately, I think this says way more about their character than it does about yours. Because you're amazing, and if they can't see that, well, that's their problem. I'll keep that in mind. I looked down at the table. Did we just eat that whole cake? Yes, we did just eat that whole cake. Well, good talk. Amanda gets up and goes to her room. Before she closes her door, she turns around. Hey, Pops. Yeah? Thank you. You're always welcome. Love you, Amanda.
I love you too, Dad.
Oh, that's so cute.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Okay, so we went on our second date with Hugo, and apparently he's not very competitive because he didn't like the fact that he didn't like the fact that I told everyone that we were going to destroy them. And he wasn't so happy about that. So, I don't know. I'm still, on edge on who I'm gonna pick. But, there's a lot of, I still kind of like Joseph a little bit more. I do admire that Hugo is, really passionate about something. And, he could have helped me on those literature questions. He didn't have to leave me hanging there. But he did. And for that, he will be forever reminded of. But anyway, if you guys liked this episode of Dream Daddy, please leave a like or subscribe to my channel for more. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!